Good morning, this is Nick from Prestman Auto doing a video walkthrough of our 2019 Ford F-350. This is the Platinum. It just arrived, so congratulations, you're the first to check it out. What I'm going to do is we're going to walk all the way around. We're going to check for any dents, scratches, any kind of blemishes on the outside. Then we're going to go inside and go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly, and then finally we'll pop the hood so we can evaluate just a little bit in the engine bay. So first impressions are really freaking good. I'm not seeing any rock chips up here on the front, which is good because that's usually where they are. So starting off very strong, but let's start going around and see if there's anything that we can find. If there is, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, make sure you get a good visual so you know what's going on. Looks like you have a very small chip right in there. Tires on here are in great condition. You got loads of life left in those, so that's awesome. I would open the trunk, but I mean, obviously, it's not the vibe. But it looks like it is geared for a fifth wheel, so if you want to do that, you're welcome to do that as well. Looks like, oh, never mind, that's just dirt. I thought I found something, but 'twas not so. It looks like you have a very small rock chip right in there as well. So nothing crazy, but good to know, good to know. Got your mud flaps down there. Honestly, I'm really impressed. So as far as the exterior goes, I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. But let's hop on the inside and see what we can find in there. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn the car on, obviously, but when I do, I'm gonna leave the camera up here on the dash. That way, if there's any kind of warning lights or anything weird popping up, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. All right, so it looks like it's a little low on gas and a little low on washer fluid, and I need to put on my seatbelt. All of which are easy fixes. So yeah, I mean, there's everything up here. Let's cycle through a couple things just to be sure. Tire pressure, okay, good. Engine information, yeah, let's go to engine information. Looking good. Yeah, so I mean, honestly, it looks super, super solid. As far as interior features go, you have a lot of them. So I'm going to go a little bit fast just for the sake of time. So this isn't a 30-minute long video. But down here, you're going to have your heated seats, your cooled seats. I'm going to lean for heated seats this time of year. And then also for the passenger, you're going to have your camera system up here, which is really cool. Over here is a couple more basic features. You have your memory seats. You have for your windows. So that's pretty cool. Fold them in, other side as well, and on and on. So up here, you're going to have most of the fun stuff. So here's your navigation. You can also connect your phone. I'm sure you're already pretty familiar. If it's missing anything, you could just download the app for that. So cool, cool, cool. And then up here is going to be a lot of your driving features. So you're going to have your cruise control, your pre-collision system, your lane keep system. So you have lots to play with up there. Basically anything that can be had in an F-350, you've got. So up top, you also are going to have a big old sunroof, which I'll be honest, a sunroof is not the most important feature in the world. Like, the days you need a sunroof are so far and in between. But it's so cool. Like, I really like sunroofs. I think they're so much fun. So anyway, this is just a little bit of me fanboying, but I think it's really freaking cool. And then of course you got the window in the back as well. So let's close that up. As far as interior condition goes, keep in mind, again, this one just barely arrived and it is in extremely good condition. We haven't even cleaned out the freaking paper from it yet, but I'm not seeing any rips, any dents, any tears, any stains, any discoloration, anything. So back seat, same story, extremely nice. And then, of course, you're going to have your plugins and your four-wheel drive and, I don't know, on and on. So, anyway, we can go over features all day, but for the sake of time, let's pop the hood in the engine bay. Check that out real quick, and then that should be good for our video. All right. So regardless of how mechanically inclined you are, it is always a good idea to take a peek under the hood, because even if you don't know anything about cars, you at least know what neglect looks like. Now, this one's been on transport, so it's going to have a little bit of dust on it. That's to be expected, you know. That's just the nature of moving cars. But a couple things to look out for is, A, if there's rust in any of the metal pieces, all this stuff up here, which there is definitely not. This actually looks really good. Holy cow. So rust in the metal pieces. You want to check the batteries, see if it has any like acid buildup around there. No, it'll look kind of like green crud is what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks really, really solid. So if you are mechanically inclined, it's always a good idea to look. And if you're not, it's also always a good idea to look. So if you are, though, I can do a little bit more detailed inspection down in here, but at least keeping things pretty simple for now. It looks fantastic. So if you have any other questions or there's anything that I missed that you'd like to see, just let me know. But as of now, this is your new ride.